and thundering and storming, and it's a perfect day to go into the boundary waters. Daniel's going to have to use my lighter in my pocket to dry off some wood to make fire tonight. But we will report back shortly on our findings. Alright, we are on the first lake in the boundary waters. That's Jimmy and Brian in front of us. I'm not going to turn around to show you the rest of the crew, because I don't feel like dunking in the lake again this year. But I've got Matt behind me, and Pop and Daniel are bringing up the rear, not because they're slow, because they're sandwiching me and Matt in. Took a little while to get used to canoeing again, but I think we're getting the hang of it. We'll report back at the next portage. Alright, we are across the first lake, Lake Coishuie. For those of you at home keeping track, that's further than we made it on our last trip. We already passed our campsite. Here's Jimmy and Brian taking some pictures, hanging out. Wait for the camera, Brian. Going over some lilies here. See if we can turn a little bit and see Pop. There's Daniel and Pop. I'm videotaping. I was just telling the folks at home that we made it across the first lake, which is further than we made it last trip. This is the farthest I've ever been into the boundary waters. Pulling up the river right now. Jimmy had to downgrade clothing, he's getting hot already. Are they getting you? Pretty quiet up here, and the rain has subsided, so that's good. Yeah. We're cruising now. I got a good steerman back here now.
Let's not go kissing each other yet here, Gabe.
Girls, you're both pretty. We're coming through the river here, and you can see where some of the fire damage was from 3 years ago. All the trees are just singed and burned all the way down. So it was fairly close to where we go in, only one lake over. Oh, there's the eagle Jimmy's taking a picture of. There's an eagle up in a tree right above Jimmy here. Hey Pop, there's an eagle in the tree here. Oh, that's a big bass, dude. Holy cow. Some more of the picture of the fire damage. There's not one live tree here. You can see the grass and stuff starting to grow back though. See if there's loon surfaces right next to us. There we go. We're almost up to our first portage. Jimmy and Brian up there in front are pointed right at it to the right. And that's when Daniel will find out that we weren't joking, that he's going to carry all the bags. The rest of us are going to take a nap. So we're here at the first portage. There's Pop and Daniel. Once we move up a little further. Yeah. Jimmy and Brian tried to shoot the water here since the water's high. They got about 10 seconds into it and told the rest of us we should probably portage. You might be able to see them there. They just got unstuck. So the rest of us are going to... The rest of us... It's up to you, but... Did they say they can make it?
One rock. Oh, but then they said there's just one rock. You made it. Yeah.
Alright. I was excited to get out and stretch, but oh, rocks right here. Yep, we're good. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Probably want to go to the right here, not over the beaver dam. Oh, I wanted to get out and spray myself too.
Looks like it's pretty quick.
Yeah, the rock looks like it's right to the right there.
Okay, so we'll dry up to that one rock and go nice and slow so we can...
We almost probably have to...
Side we're going on it. Oh,
I didn't even see that one.
straight.
We're probably gonna, here's a rock to the right. We need to go left. Oh, you gotta get up over this. This whole thing is a rock. Okay, now how does this work?
You're not really paddling. All you're going to do is locate the rock and make sure you're slow enough.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I think you got to go to the right of the top.
I think we can get over it if I push right here.
Straight here.
Oh god, I've got mosquitoes all over my face. Oh man, I should have sprayed.
Right?
Yep. There's a rock to the left. Can you push your ass in that way? There we go. We're good. Oh, I'm completely beached. I can't tell what we're stuck on. Are we stuck in the middle or up front? There we go. Oh, I almost had it. We're sitting lower too is the problem. They should shoot through with Daniel up in front.
Hard turn. Push us.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. They should shoot right through with Daniel up front. We're sitting so low at me in front was the problem. That still wasn't too bad. Oh, I got all that on video. That was a little sketchy, but we made it through. We'll probably slow up here and wait for Pop. I'll pay a little better attention of the rocks underneath us. Try not to kill Matt.
You did alright. Made it through.
That went better than I was expecting. Well, so we're bypassing my first portage. I still have never portaged into boundary waters. I didn't know about that idea until we did it, but now I'm glad we did. Yeah, the long one. I can hear Pop and Daniel bumping rocks. Daniel's a twig though, so they should be able to get through there a lot easier than we did. Alright, the other two canoes took a little pit stop on the lake to reapply bug spray. Matt and I are out in the lead now. I just thought this was a cool rock formation here. Still burned trees on it. I actually don't even know if we're going to get out of the fire. Yeah, because we had the outskirts of it was right there by Square. It's pretty cool looking though. No, because that was after we were here too. There was no fire then. And we didn't make it this far. I went to Square Lake and to the portage and that was it. But there's a little baby moose crawling out of the water there. Walking right along the water. Oh yeah, it is. That's a little guy. Yeah, that's like a yearling. Well, Mama probably just kicked him out to have a new baby. Now you can see him running up on the shore. Yeah, that's the size of a little pony. Yeah. Damn, good eye. I never even saw him. He blended in there pretty good. Here at our first portage, the urinating top right there. You can really see all the fire damage here now. Stuff's starting to grow back. There's a little mini rose bush. Everybody feels good to stretch out right now. And Daniel, do you have something to say before you carry everything? Alright, start carrying shit. There's Matt taking a picture. Here's Matt taking a picture. And I'm videotaping Daniel not carrying stuff.
Yeah.
I see he's not carrying anything right now.
I see the boats aren't empty.
There they are. Alright, here we are walking through the first portage. Actually, second portage. Water was so deep we were able to shoot the canoes through the first one. Almost able to carry everything in one trip, just one canoe we'll have to go back for. There's Brian and Daniel. There's Matt carrying the last canoe. This is the long portage. We're going to go about halfway and switch off. We got a little bit of rain, just sprinkles though, so not bad. You got a canoe coming at you, Matt. Right here to the left, maybe. Let me know when you want to switch off. What's the University of Dayton? Did they drop something? Looks like they did. It's starting to rain now. Here's our afternoon rain. Alright, we're coming into our last lake to paddle here, and then we'll go into our last portage. It's conveniently started to rain pretty hard now. Luckily we all got wet weather gear on. Still fire damage here. There's Jimmy and Brian. What's that? No, I'm not. It seems like it is, but it doesn't. Yeah. The problem is the cushion in the back. I can't tilt it up as far as you'd like it to. go through this little? Do we go through this little creek up here?
Yeah, we did that before, but do this all at once. Especially with the water up, we should be able to get in there this year.
Not ported quite as far.
No, I mean it's still damp enough.
Oh yeah, it's shallow here. Rock to the left. Rock to the left. It wasn't a rock, it was just a little tiny log. We can go to the right a little further. You good, Brian, or Matt? Alright, here's the end of the last portage. Up this hill and you'll see Lake Polly. There is a loon sitting on the nest on the shore there. We're currently on Polly, a much bigger lake than I thought it was, and we are just looking for a primo campsite.
That's the island right there?
Where?
Straight ahead?
Oh yeah, that big island? Yeah, that's a campsite right in front of us, I bet. It's gotta be. Look how wide open that is right there.
The water level's really high. That's it.
Is that a campsite right in front of you there, Pop?
Seagull Island. No, is that Seagull Island up there? Yeah, they're going for it.
That looks like a campsite straight in front of you. Everybody's eating MREs for lunch. Everybody was hungry. Daniel had some chicken and dumplings that tasted like tuna. Pop had some spaghetti. Jimmy's about to heat up a beef brisket here. Brian had some craisins and some beef stew. And Matt's using everybody's heating elements for hand warmers. Alright, well, we've been at campsite on Polly for about 4.5 hours and the tents just got put up. It decided to stop raining after we got the tents up. It's still raining, but it's not torrential downpour of biblical proportions, as Mr. Shiwi puts it.
Yes, I'm waiting for Noah. You're looking for Noah?
Yeah, my hands have all pickled up.
You can look at my hands look like shrink wrap.
We're freezing our butts off.
We're all frozen, we're all wet, and we're contemplating a cigar.
They are, not me.
Oh, are they really?
Oh yeah, they're going around the outside.
Caca!
Isn't there the one right by the entrance? It was open, right?
Yeah, I think that first one by the end, you're right. And after the entrance, if you button hook backwards, that one way back there is open. It's just not a nice spot because it's away from everything.
Not a nice spot. They were going in a white.
It had really good reviews though. It's a nice spot actually. It's just nobody likes to go to it.
Okay.
We were able to have a cigar the first night.
Did you say about two? What? Did you say about two water?
How about
We got a little.
got this base camp. You fill up the base camp
Oh, I
with
know.
about 2 gallons, and then
It drips into the green
it
packs.
drips in about half an hour. You got a gallon.
No, I mean, did you bring another filter one from home?
I brought you the little drinking
Yeah, a little
with
drink
the
with the screw lid.
yeah.
Clear plastic with the screw on top.
Oh no. I
No
mean the
problem.
gray.
I understand that. Did you bring two of the drinking ones? No.
Good.
I don't think the boots are gonna dry out. Oh yeah, I could go fishing in aqua.
Is that all you got? You dry? Dry.
Oh, I smell the cigar.
Is that bad?
No, it's good. I like it.
Daniel, the wind is blowing the rain sideways. We're lucky we're in this campsite. It's blowing right in.
It was almost underwater. Usually they have those rocks out in front that are exposed. That was all underwater. The water was deep.
So we're just gonna ball up our wet clothes in the vestibule then?
Yeah, for tonight. You have dry clothes?
Yeah. It's just I don't want to throw them on the ground though.
Take your sleeping bag.
Put your rain jacket.
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah. That'll work. We can take a couple of the cords off of the.
Yeah, we don't need them.
off the-
We didn't need them at all today.
well, aren't we supposed to tie them to a tree right now though? Canoe. This one's way up here. That one just blowing down.
Good cigar. This is a what I call
Gurkha elegance. I've never had my hands so wrinkly before.
You're quitting, Jimmy. I'm glad to see that. You need to do that for your kids. Look at it, right? This tarp helps, though. Look under here, it'll dry off. A couple of logs. Sit on them and dry out.
Yeah, mine did too. My pants stayed dry, but my boots are wet. Really? My pants are pretty dry. In fact, I'm gonna keep these pants in though. I'm really glad I didn't wear my sweatshirt.
Is that the,
Oh shit.
that's the perspiration?
I'm really
Underneath
glad.
I'm actually dry. It's my sweatshirt on the outside.
Well, those sweatshirts are just keeping it cold. My boots are sloshing. I can feel them.
Sunshine tomorrow. This is dry. It's hot and then dry. We need sunshine. If it doesn't get sunny, then
And it's supposed to rain again on Friday or Saturday.
I don't think there's a chance we'll
Friday was like
Are you
only
recording?
30.
Chewy
Hello, everyone.
turning in at 6 o'clock tonight.
Wow, did we have a fun day today. We've got, my guess, 4 inches of rain in the last 6 hours. It's been relentless. We watched Noah with the ark go past
I
us.
saw 2 giraffes.
Yes. I see dragons now.
We've managed to get into a dry tent, though. Mr. Harmon here with the 5 o'clock shadow.
It's like a 7-day shadow. But, yeah, I'm still not calling it quits today here. I think we can get back out there, see some stars, maybe sit on the rocks a little bit, if it'll just stop raining. What do you think, Gabe? Think we're getting back out there?
No. Alright, we haven't taped yet today. Daniel's getting a wood splitting lesson here. Everybody's almost shirtless with long underwear still on. So we went from the biblical rain yesterday to a pretty hot day today. Got lucky and found some. Matt's got a little strawberry lemonade and Jim Beam there. Tasty drink. We're splitting wood to make the steaks for lunch. Hopefully we'll catch some fish tonight for dinner. Yeah. You ever seen the movie? There's a movie version. It's not called Patch It, though. It's called Alone in the Call of the Wild or Alone in the Wild, something like that.
All the while.
Yeah, that's it.
All the while, that's true.
Getting a good pile of wood going here. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe if we make a good enough fire, we'll be able to sit out here for a while tonight and not go to bed at 5. See, I've heard a lot of bitching from Brian today. Apparently he didn't sleep last night.
Are we still rolling over there?
Oh yeah. Apparently Brian had somebody snoring like 6 inches from his face, he says. Allegedly. Yeah. I just turned it back on when Daniel started.
Sally, surviving.
Well, today's easy.
We're doing well.
Yay!
Jim and Gabe got up to get all this going at the same time.
Well, some of us were up at 4:30, some of us were up at 10 today.
Yeah, it's cold. I stayed in there.
Alright, now go saw your next piece. Alright, so, anybody any words of wisdom? Any words of wisdom? Not from Chiwi. That's what I thought. Now Carlos Harmon? Well, we're out here walleye fishing tonight. Matt's trying to put a walleye on our stringer, and while he was doing that, I caught another one. We've got 5 good-sized walleyes, a northern and a perch so far. Oof. These are good sized fucking walleyes too. Alright, how about you put your pole, get your pole out of the way and then I'll pass him back to you. So we don't hook into the pole. You just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I mean, he was like,
These are all good sized ones too though. Mine's the smallest one. You ready?
okay.
These are beautiful eating size. Brian's is big too. Brian's is 20. I bet you Brian's pushing 20. What do we got? 3 on there in the northern? Is that right?
Now we got
Yeah.
this guy.
I want to say, whoa, 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 I caught 2. I gotta give it to Jimmy. I was pretty skeptical of this spot. Yeah, that net. We should have really just left that there and used the other one. Damn, these fucking walleyes. These walleyes are all fighters. They feel bigger than they are. Got another one? I'm videotaping. Brian's got something back there. Whoa. Another walleye. Good one. That's a limit of walleye already for us. One person's limit. Yeah, I'll clean them. I think it's just the colorful jigs that are doing it, and that worm tip. Huh? No, I was talking about the jigs. I wasn't talking about your twister.
Well, it's this location.
Well, I caught a walleye earlier without it. I'm not saying it's not helping though. No, that is true. Alright, I got the camera going. We need an action shot here now. Alright, Matt, we gotta get one more for a camera action shot here. Yeah, we gotta jump back. We just gotta paddle backwards a little ways here, I think. I think everybody's got one now, right? Oh no, Jimmy has it. No, Jimmy didn't. Yeah. Taking care of the net and everything else. I can't believe that this water's so shallow. I think it shallows up over here actually. It's deeper back by the rapids. Yeah, I mean, look. This is how deep it is right here. These things are just inhaling them too. We're not missing them because they're just killing it. We got some if you need some. I got like 5 or 6 left if you want a couple. Be better than I got crabs. You better ready back there? Fucking amateurs. I'll tell you what, we're doing pretty good for a couple guys that aren't that great in the canoe. Yeah, a little on the shallow side, but you never know. You good? I'm gonna reel in. It seems like when I try and fish while we're moving is when I get snagged, actually. Because then you got your bait coming sideways like this. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Wow, they were right. These fuckers just turned on all of a sudden. Maybe. But I mean, we should just go a little bit past the trees and then drift back. Because I caught one by the tree, then you caught one, and then while you were unhooking, I caught another one back here. Makes me wonder if you could fish with just a twister tail. There's just a little walleye. Well, last year Harry and I were fishing with just the grub tails and jig. Yeah, we had. These fuckers are fighting. I thought they were bigger than they are. Yeah. What do you got? 3, 4? What do you got? 3, 4? You got 3, right? We got 6. We got 6 and the northern. No, that was that little perch. So we got 6 walleye and the northern. Oh, we're drifting back anyway. Maybe we should go back to these trees here. Well, we're drifting to them anyway. Got one, Jimmy? Another walleye? Well, we've caught them anywhere from the trees out, really. Right about here, it seems like where we caught the last 2, actually. They're just eating, though. I knew tonight was going to be good in between the storms. Got one? I don't know. I felt a couple fucking with it before they bit. My last one kind of fucked with it and then just inhaled it. This is the best time of year. They're the fattest they'll be all year after the spawn. Got one? You want me to net it?
Might be a smallmouth.
It's jumping in the smallmouth.
I think I got it.
That's a fucking smallmouth, dude.
Keep moving, yeah.
Jesus! You don't eat those, though. Oh, shit! Oh, nice fish, Matt. Those bastards fight, man. Weren't you just talking about you never caught the smallmouth up there? Matt and I were just talking about them. I said,
I'm just gonna send him back, right? Okay.
well, we got our action shot there.
Jimmy Daniel and I here cleaning fish on the island. Well, hopefully you're learning. Right there is our campsite, so we came over to the island to clean fish. We need the guts away from the place.
Walleyes and 1 person can eat.
What do we have, 7, 10 walleyes? Well, you had 7, we had 3 on ours. 11 walleyes. We had a northern we put back because we didn't feel like cleaning it, and we had more than enough walleye to eat.
Walleye, the best tasting lake fish.
Your dad actually says crappie.
Yeah.
Alright. Here we are. Guys caught too damn many fish.
One, so
Trying not to put it on top of the other fish.
okay.
Yeah, but it's starting to get
It's done frying up the walleye we caught today.
Yeah,
You can see the mosquitoes swarming,
I
so
already have my bow.
Daniel and Jimmy are getting the
-5.
fire going. There's my walleye. And we're gonna get this fire going. Hopefully we can stay out here for a little bit before it storms and not get eaten alive by the Minnesota State bird. This is Brian's boot, drying on the fire. Brian beat Mother Nature last night and was lucky enough to take a leak at 4 o'clock. Started raining at 4:15, and then he woke up this morning with a wet boot. With an inch of water in the boot.
Now learn the definition of
Apparently zipped the tent shut, but zipped it with both zippers, so he zipped it open. He's got his one dry boot on with Jimmy's Croc, and then there's this boot, which we also managed to melt the bottom of the boot. So at least today the butt of the jokes is not Gabe.
Still got a good attitude.
Look at the smile on his face. Still happy to be here and not in Arizona or Florida or anything. We'll change that today. Gabe can catch a 30-incher on this thing. That was pretty epic. Jimmy with the first fish today. Yeah, that's what I put. I put on a half inch. Oh shit, we're trolling now. That's a decent sized one. We almost got to go to that piece of wood and drift over. Just gotta wait till we stop moving a little bit, otherwise you're just pulling the bait like a foot below the water. What's that? I gotcha. Got it? Is that a fish? Was that a fish or snag? pretty much just trolling, aren't you? You got on leech or minnow? Well, I didn't know. I was wondering what yours were. You want me to help paddle and get up into the middle? Well, if you want, after a while, we can go up to the shore and switch out too, so you can fish up front. And Brian over there catching something. And Jimmy with the fish. Back paddle us, Matt. Matt, paddle backwards. Barely. Oh. That's a nice one. You say some for Christmas?
Shit or get off the boat, boys. We're out deep.
How big is that one Brian had out there? No, the one he brought in the boat. Hoping the rain stops before we try and... Wait, a little bit bigger worm on there. Yeah, it's a freaking barbel. I'll get it. No, this is northern. You like that quick release there, Jim?
Gabe, you need the header?
No, I flipped them off right here by the boat. I got them close enough to the boat that I was just gonna grab them and bring them in, but and the hook flipped out. So it worked out quite well. Man, I can't believe how many little northerns there is back here. Ryan, I'm pretty sure that was your northern. He's still hungry. It looked about the same northern. Oh shit! I wasn't looking. I didn't realize where we were. Well, we're gonna drift right into the right spot now.
You know, Gabe,
Yeah.
we almost could lay a fish right here.
Oh yeah.
We just
Yeah. Somebody wants a brand?
push it to the limit.
Exactly what I was looking. I was pouring them.
Were you kind of like,
No, I was like, I'm not gonna pull out, but good pour.
Packing up to leave. It's not raining now, but we had a pretty good downpour last night. Pretty windy. We're gonna be paddling into the wind, but we're hoping the rain holds off. Coming up on our first portage, leaving Lake Polly. This is the shorter of the two portages. I wish we could get the long one out of the way first. Oh, your hat? Everybody cleared out? Well, we're on the last lake, and we've got gale force winds blowing through. Apparently the boundary water doesn't want us to leave. Look at those treetops. What's that?
I would video any of this. Seriously, dude.
Look at that shit.
Alright, head down.
We're going into rapids in the middle of a lake.
We're gonna get the bow going straight into us. Here we go.
You can go around that way too. Longer, but
Yeah.
where was that? I wonder if we should go around that way, Matt. Alright.
Top of that rock.
I don't see anything. We gotta get turned a little more into the wind here. There you go. You almost got to let a wave go by before you take the paddle in. Riding kind of high here, I'm about to take in water in the front.
off. He needs to get around the turn. Oh man, those guys probably flew across the lake on the way in. You could just get in and let the waves carry you. I'm taking the water in front, we're digging into the waves. Try and take a peek back at them every once in a while. It's so windy we wouldn't hear them if they had trouble. I see home. Paddling in the Whitecaps. Are they going now? I'm gonna need more than a beer after this.
Alright, can you switch?
Yep. I think we are. We can go around this left side. You gotta time your paddles around all the waves. Woo! Good thing I don't get seasick. What's that? Jesus. This is not a good day to have the heavy guy in front. Are you trying to go right? I say we just keep going to the left around the island. Well, if we can make it to the island, it's calm up there. It's calm up there, like another 50 yards.
Hold on. Slow. Alright.
What's that?
Alright, go.
This has got to be almost 40-mile-an-hour wind, I bet.
32-foot waves, not very far.
Oh, I felt them.
Yeah!
How they doing?
Right in this bay, right over by us! Hold on, slow some. Let me do it. There you go.
How are they doing?
Right in there. Dad needs a rest. I need a rest.
Fuck rest. You can rest when you're dead. Daniel's never gonna come up here again. I might never come up here again.
You got the big boy left, yeah?
No, I think that was the biggest part actually. Oh, but it's wide open right past this. All
I saw it. Good job, way to correct. That mouth right there is tough. Mouth is tough.
don't worry, I got that all on video. What do you know about chop? This is a blue marlin chop, not a walleye chop. Yeah, aren't we right up there? Aren't we right up there? Oh, I want to bend my legs for a while while we're not paddling. Ooh, that feels good. T-bone. Aren't the cars like right that way?
How you feeling, Daniel?
Sure can. What's?
You gotta keep that front end going straight. Okay?
Pop's supposed to be steering. You're supposed to be the muscle up there.
You will muscle through this, alright?
Pussy, paddle.
All right, paddle, Daniel.
Don't be a fucking pussy. That's the best advice you could ever get, Daniel.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got the big boy right here.
I thought that was kind of fun. I said to go right into it, Matt. What do you say? What's that? Oh, you don't want to? Don't be a fucking pussy. Don't be a fucking pussy. Didn't you hear Jim? Well, these people should fucking stop right there. I'm gonna have a lot of F-bombs to edit out of this. Usually when it starts raining, the wind dies down. She didn't want us to come in or out of this thing today, or this trip. Oh, yep, there that goes.
On your left, Dave, on your left. We're gonna go across the wind here.
Always with the left. Down came the rains in Africa. much more. Yeah, you just go around that thing to the left there. I shouldn't say just, I see more white caps. Where we're going, we don't need roads. said I was worthless.